Hello, I'm HQ of HQ Reacts. If you find yourself here and you're not subscribed, please like, share, and subscribe. If you find me on other social media platforms, please follow me, like, share, and subscribe. We are trying to get to 5,000 subscribers. So, you can catch me on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. Hey. It's HQ in the house, HQ in the house. And we are back at it again with our series about potential dates and potential mates. We have some of our candidates from Kendra G, Ashley Dalton. We have candidates all over the board. So, and we would love to have some more information about these people to find out whether they're worthy of a coffee date, whether they're worthy of being on more dates than just a little bit or the initial date. And this is what we do on this channel at this time. And without further ado, let's take a look at the first candidate. Hello. Stephen James and Reed Pink.
Hello.
Yes.
Okay, how do you turn the camera on?
There you go. Hey, boo. Hi.
Okay, I was a little sad. Finally.
Okay, get in the middle of the camera, mama.
I don't want my titty to come out, but okay.
Say it again.
I want my chest to come out, okay.
Okay, here we go. What's your name, boo?
My name is Lachey.
Lachey, where you calling me from?
Chicago.
Chicago's in the building. I used to live in Chicago. How old are you, Lachey?
28.
28. What you do for a living?
I'm a social worker.
Okay, social worker. You have any kids?
No.
No kids. Lachey, Chicago, 28, social worker, no kids. You ever been married?
No.
No. And what's your zodiac sign?
I'm an Aries.
Lachey, Chicago, 28, Aries, never married, social worker, no kids. What kind of man you looking for, boo?
Somebody that's like loving, hardworking, caring. He have to be family orientated. Like that's a top. Like if you ain't mess with your family, I can't talk to you, baby, because I come from a big family. And just somebody that's like open, somebody that's not easy to give up. Like we got a little issue, we could talk about it, and that's about it.
Okay.
Sorry about that. I was on mute, y'all. There was nothing wrong with her. You know, she wants to be in a family. Thick girl, look like she like to fight. We don't know. Just we got to give her some more time. Big chest though.
Somebody's gonna fight for love.
Yeah.
What's your deal breakers?
Somebody that's like we have an issue and you quick to give up real fast, then yeah, that's it.
That must have happened. So was that your last relationship?
Baby, I don't want to talk about that.
Because I'm like, you said it twice. All right, so someone who's gonna go the distance and not just give up. All right. Yeah. Anything else?
Nah, I really don't have a deal breaker because I ain't looking for no perfect man. Because if you perfect, then I don't need you at all. Then.
Okay. What about looks? Should he look a certain way?
I actually like tall guys, so you got to be over like 6 feet.
I mean, she looks like a big girl, but you know, that's just chest. That's as good as we've seen it. I really can't tell. And maybe she's short and everything is just squished up. And maybe it's the brown because, I can't tell. She got to stand up. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't ready to judge yet.
How tall are you?
I'm actually 5'9".
Okay. So over 6 feet. Should he?
So that means she's a big girl. I mean, a tall girl. So let's see how the weight, up and down.
Make a certain amount of money?
Long as you make over like 50,000 a year, that's about it.
Okay, over 50K. Should he be in Chicago?
Okay. He don't gotta be in Chicago, but that out the US, I can't deal with it.
Okay, so you don't gotta be in Chicago, but you can't be out the country.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do the Kendra Cam.
Oh my God. Okay.
All right, Kendra Cam. Let's see.
1 second.
Okay, we see you, girl.
Ouch.
You're definitely tall.
Yeah.
Oh, you ain't talk. Wait a minute, hold up. Don't see. Look. Everybody, you gotta agree. This is the one thing you gotta agree with. Just because they made it, they put it together, don't mean you're supposed to wear it. All big girls can't wear everything. Why do you think so? Why would you come out of the house with that on? Why would that be your first choice? To be on the camera with Kendra G, looking for a husband, looking for a man in that clinging outfit. What's going on, girl?
Hey, Benz.
Yes.
So,
Hold up. We gotta do it again. We gotta do it again.
Okay, we see you, girl.
But she's 5'9". That ain't. Why would you wear that?
Tall.
Why would you even wear that? Why would you even wear that in a regular, normal setting? Why would that even? And then get on here and do it. Wow.
Big body Benz.
Yes.
So, Lachey, right?
Mm-hmm.
When was your
People don't actually eat her up in the comments? What?
last relationship?
Like 5 months ago.
5 months ago. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
Like a month ago.
Is that guy an option?
No.
Why'd you sleep with him?
He just something to do when it ain't nothing to do. It's an ex.
He's something to do when there ain't nothing else to do. She said he's something to do when there ain't nothing else to do. Wow.
Okay, stay in the camera. Does he have is he over 6 feet?
Yeah. He's actually like 6'6".
Okay. Does he make over 50K?
Yeah.
Then why can't you be with this man?
You know, when you used to be in a relationship with people, sometimes you grow apart from people. And like we used to date when we was younger, so we grew apart from each other.
So you just
but you still sleeping with him.
gonna sleep with him until you meet a new man.
Nah, I don't even sleep with him like that.
Okay, stay in the camera, honey.
I know I'm about to fix it back.
Okay.
No, don't do that. God damn, the whole camera.
Okay. What are 3 flaws you have to work on?
My mouth, like
Her mouth. With all the other flaws, with the other flaws, she said she sleep with other guy. She got a mouth, overweight, she almost 6 foot, and she big like that. Clothing choices fucked up. Dating choices fucked up. We don't even need to go no further because your whole thing is fucked up. If you don't see it, we don't see it, and we can't deal with you. This is wild. She was with a big attitude.
Sometimes I'm quick to respond to things.
Look.
And I get irritated a little bit too quick sometimes. But besides that, that's...
And she probably likes short men because she can swing on them.
That's about it.
Okay. Wait, all you have is 1 flaw?
No, my mouth. Like, I got a slick little mouth. Like, you can say something, I'm say it back, and it might come out, like, harsh to people. But then sometimes I respond too quick to incidents. Instead of trying to listen to the problem, I respond too fast.
That's kind of the same thing twice.
Yeah.
But that's about it.
So that's your only...
That's the worst flaw. What do you mean that's about it? That's the worst flaw.
Flaw.
Yeah,
You sure?
I'm positive.
Final answer.
That's it. What, Kendra?
This is the issue right here. I say this every time I get to this question. This is the enlightening moment
Please.
that I understand why people are single. Because people do not self-assess.
Right.
Y'all do not self-assess.
Right.
Y'all think y'all have only one flaw. Y'all could talk about your ex up and down the hallway on why they were a bad person.
Mhm.
But when it's time to think of things that you can become better at when it comes to a relationship, it's literally blank. I never thought I'm perfect. What's the issue?
I never said I was perfect, but that's
Well,
my
if you're not
issue.
perfect,
I
then
have a
give me
slick
3
mouth.
flaws. Okay, if you're not perfect, then you can name 3 flaws.
Like, I really have a slick mouth. Like, I just feel like
Okay, that's one, but you can't name 2 other flaws besides that one flaw.
Like, I really feel like that's my biggest issue in relationships, the way I react towards things.
Okay.
Like, I don't feel like I have another issue. Like, any one of my exes, they would never say that. They'll just say I react too fast instead of trying to listen. I react too fast because, like, I'm the type of person I give a guy three chances. After
Watch, she swing on dudes. I bet you she swing on
the
dudes.
3rd time, baby, you gotta go. Like, I'm not even about to keep trying to work it out with you. So I will leave.
So why did those? So you left those men?
Oh, I don't play that. Like, I come from a 2-parent household. So I just feel like certain things, if me and you get into an argument or have any like disagreement, I'm gonna come to you to talk about it. If you don't want to talk about it and I keep giving you a chance after chance, you have to go. Because I'm not about to keep talking about the same thing over and over.
Okay. Why would a guy be lucky to be with you, Lachey?
I'm hardworking. I know how to take care of household. I love traveling. Like, yeah, I got a smart mouth, but I can sit down and shut up sometimes and listen. But that's about it.
Yeah, but my thing is this. If you know that's an issue, she already big. She already a big woman. First of all, then a specific guy got to go over there. And a specific guy is going to be a big guy. She got an attitude. He going to have an attitude. Because she has misconceptions about men already. I can tell. He got to be able to talk to me. She probably saying her mind. He got to have a strong personality, be able to talk back to me, put me in my place. This is a flaw that a lot of women have. He got to be able to talk to me and put me in my place. I don't understand that at all. And then that leads to fighting and conflict. And she looked like a big girl that likes to fight and punch.
Okay, you're 28. What's the age range you want to date?
I actually like guys from 30 to like.
And she ain't got no kids.
42.
That's another thing. She don't have no kids and she that big. How you don't have no kids and you that big? You just eat, need. You just eat, need. No thought to the future, no discipline. She don't have no discipline over her body. She don't have no discipline over her mouth. She don't have no discipline over her thoughts. This crazy. She one of them fighters. Because you got to be able to swing if you got a big mouth. If you like to talk shit all the time, you got to have swing. You're going to be able to swing. This is what she is. No kids neither. She don't have no control. I can't help you. You ain't ready for no date. You ain't ready for no relationship. You got a whole bunch of things to work on besides looking for a man. Some people just be out here hunching. Yeah, she be giving uppercuts. That's what she is. She's one of those women. She's one of those women that give uppercuts. I can't refer her. She don't have no discipline over her body. She don't have no discipline over her mouth. She don't have no discipline in this interview. What man is going to take you home and you don't know how to act? And she like to swing. She like to argue. Who wants to deal with that? Nobody. Nobody. Yeah, and she liked to tussle too. I bet she liked to tussle. I ain't fighting that big girl. Ain't nobody fighting that big girl. Next candidate. Let's look. Here we go. And we're not saying these people are outstanding. What we're saying is they got potential. Some of them got potential, some of them don't. We own one. Next candidate.
You said my name correctly. Oh my God. You know how many people say Hazel
Right here in
or
front of me.
Hazel?
Usually I say everybody's name wrong, but I know Hazel.
Why
All hit
can't
the like button
people
coming
say
in the
that
door,
right?
please.
I've never heard of it, but I've heard of Hazel before.
Yeah. Thank you.
But you should feel really good because I get everybody's name wrong. So
Hit the like button coming in the door, please. Super chats are great. Cash apps are welcome. Thank you very much. If we can hit the stream of the goal is $40 tonight, please and thank you. That's the goal. We're only working for $20 an hour. That's all we're working for, but we got to work for something. Cash apps are great. Super chats are better. I prefer that. Please hit the button. Hit the like button coming in. Thank you.
Hazel, where you calling us from, love?
Her name is Hazel.
Okay. Sorry. But that is so funny because it's something so small, but it's a big deal. Like your name
No, I
is
feel
everything.
bad when I mess up people's names because it is a big deal.
So
Hazel, where you calling from, love?
Nevada,
Nevada. How old are you?
35.
Okay, don't have your hair cut off. 35. Do you have any children?
I do not.
Okay, don't have your hair cut off. So we got to see the top of
Right here?
just don't have your whole we got to see your full head.
Right here?
Well, that's still you don't want is your hair cut off? You just don't want your hair to be cut off. That's the there you go.
Okay.
So no kids, correct?
Okay. Not bad.
Hazel?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry.
All right. No kids. Have you ever been married?
I have not.
I love it.
And what do you do for a living?
Stephen James, you better stop.
Customer service.
Customer service. What's your zodiac sign?
Pisces.
Pisces.
Why they always touching that hair? We know the hair is not real. Why do you continue to touch the hair? I mean, if you're gonna have hair on, I would prefer it to be this, to match your body. Okay, fine. She's doing okay with the match, but she keep touching it, and that keeps bringing our eye to that hair, and we know that hair is not yours. What's wrong with your hair? What is wrong with your hair? That's the question I would ask. What's wrong with your hair?
So we have Hazel, Nevada, 35 Pisces, no kids, never married, does customer service. What kind of man you looking for, girl?
Okay. So please.
Uh-oh.
I don't get it. Okay. So people don't understand the significance of I like seafood. You know the compatibility with people, they don't like what you like. Like I like seafood. I like steak. I like food. I like to eat good, right? Some people, if they don't like that, it's kind of not a turn.
It's expensive.
I'm just trying to find out what's funny. Why does she keep laughing? Because Kendra is not laughing really. And her face is just like not meant to laugh at. I don't understand. She seemed to be a good candidate, but she also seemed to be drunk.
Kendra, it's expensive.
I mean, yeah.
But what I like, okay, so I like certain things. So I'm outgoing. I love a guy who's mature. I don't have kids, but if you have kids, that's fine because I do love a man who's involved with his children.
Right.
So if you're a full-time father,
Right.
because some people have custody of their kids, which is so out here crazy, out here or California, because you just came to California, what, a year now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they're different out there.
So, but you live in Nevada.
Yeah, but I'm from California. Only been in Nevada for a year and a half.
Okay.
So, you know what's so crazy, Kendra, and I couldn't wait to talk to you. So I had my fibroids removed last year.
Okay.
And
Wow. We got a conversation going, goofy, laughing, conversation all over the board. What's wrong with these single women? It's like take a break and they get goofier.
you experienced the same thing.
I did. I had fibroid surgery a year ago.
Mines were as big as a watermelon.
Oh wow, mine weren't that big.
Thank God. Because just like you can, you know, so, and then you went on the leave, you were on bed rest and everything, and you got everything taken care of. That is a real thing. And people don't understand that. So when I say I don't have kids, infertility issues. So
Well,
fibroids
that's not why. But just FYI, I respect yours, but that's not why I got my fibroids.
no. But fibroids has something to do with infertility issues too. Like you just, it's a lot going on in a woman's body, and sometimes men don't understand that. But I'm all for adoption, IVF, and all of that good stuff because I would love to have a child or children. So I am open to that. So I'm just looking for a man that's open, understanding, looking for a woman that's like all women, um, cook, clean, all the fun stuff, all the good stuff. We're in Vegas, we're in Nevada. So gambling, drinking, uh, all the stuff out here. I'm all for it. Dancing, there's karaoke. But when I say eat the eating part, the seafood, I'm serious about.
She's all over the place. And then I would be turned off by her anyway. Because A, she's not the most attractive woman. B, she doesn't know how to be quiet. C, she already has fertility issues. D, she doesn't know how to regulate processing information out to other people. Who wants to hear about all of this? Nobody asked for anything. She outed Kendra, said Kendra had surgery. What is it called? The thyroid whatever, thyroid system. That thyroid operation, whatever that is. I don't know what it is. She's telling too much.
Okay.
Because there's a lot of people, and not even allergic to shellfish, but just don't do seafood. But I just want to be compatible. I want you to be interested in the same thing I'm interested in. I love music, live music, old school stuff. I'm 35, but I still like everything. Frankie Beverly just passed away. Rest in peace.
Crazy.
But I'm
Repink $4.99 super sticker. Thank you very much. She talking too much. Thank you, Steven. $2. Yeah, baby. Thank you.
into all of everything. I'm into everything. So I'm looking for somebody who's on my same page.
Right.
That's it.
Okay.
Right.
Don't have your head cut off. Remember that.
Sorry.
What are your deal breakers, honey?
Right.
Deal breakers? I don't want a cigarette smoker. That's it.
Okay. No
Don't
cigarette.
be abusive and a cigarette smoker.
And should he look a certain way?
What's wrong with her?
Just be attractive.
Okay.
You know the what every woman wants. It's the same. That's same thing. Kendra, the same thing.
So what is that? You want tall, dark, and handsome?
Hello. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Should he make a certain amount of money?
No, that
Okay,
one for sure. Especially out here, you can make everything out here in Nevada. So no.
Okay. Let's do the Kendra Cam.
Well, the Kendra Cam might save her. I don't know whether it's gonna save her. I don't know. All this talking, all this goofy shit.
Okay, we see you, girl. Hey, so okay. Woo. Hey, so when was your last?
I mean, not bad, but a little ugly in the face. But that's about it. I mean,
Relationship?
2 years ago.
Years ago. Okay. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
uh,
Do I have your head up? Hazel, can you see
Sorry.
yourself?
Sir, I can see it. It's so funny because when I watch you and I see people and I'm like, I'm looking at myself. I look like I got my head right here. But 2 weeks ago.
Is that person an option?
No, because he doesn't want nothing serious.
Okay.
All
Bring
right.
her
Yeah, she got big
Capricorn.
circles under her eyes. She do got that. I mean, tired. Who knows?
So I'm in.
But here's the thing: she's still sleeping with somebody else. She's sleeping with somebody else. Bags under her eyes. She don't have no kids. She's still overweight, just a little bit, just a tad. She need to lose about 20 some pounds. She goofy. She talk too much. Tell too much information. She's a negative. I would put her on the list for coffee, but she talk too much. She need to get some rest. Put some of those things on your face. Okay? Put some things on your face. Those cucumbers on your eyes. Then come back and ask for another date. I got to take you out. I got to take you out because you're not good enough for me. Hold on. Let me put you in the game, y'all. Let me put you in the game. We're going to try for another lady because right now the ladies are looking wild. They looking bad. Hold on. Here we go. Our next lady. She come from Ashley's.
Oh, Miami.
Welcome. I see you're making your rounds on these shows. Show to show, you making your rounds, Yeti.
Yes, but I need to ask you a question for real.
Hold on 1 second. Do you consent to be on a live and potentially all platforms?
Yes.
Okay. What brings you here now? You want to go viral on this platform?
No,
Ah.
I just have a question for you because I've been following you a long time. Okay, so if I tell you today that I want a man that makes 500K a year, what thoughts do you have?
I don't have thoughts. That's your life. That's your business. So you want a 500K man? I saw that. You went viral because you went on a show and you said you wanted a man who makes 500K, right?
Yep.
And what happened? What was the backlash that you received?
So the backlash I received from the lady, right? First of all, I feel like her I didn't. And number two, the backlash I got from her was, "Oh, am I making 500K?" And then she went on to ask me, "Oh, if you want a guy with 500K, what happens to other guys that were making 500K?" And I was like, I feel like our question was so irrelevant. Like, if I'm telling you that's what I want, that's what I want.
Okay, okay. In all fairness, have you dated a guy who made 500K?
Yes.
That's valid.
Yes.
That's a valid question. I can't say that's not valid.
It's not.
Okay.
Yeah, it is valid. But then it's like, why is she asking me? Oh, so why are you here now?
But
Here's the thing. You can ask for what you want to ask for. Okay, great. She said she dated him. Slept with him, dated him. Which one? He took you actually out on dates. You dated 2-3 months. He found out you weren't the one. You gave him the cheeks. Why couldn't you keep that $500,000 man? And what made that man different from the $200,000 man? I don't understand. Why specifically 500K? We would love to date somebody that makes 500K. Are you worthy of 500K? First of all, I could tell you, coming on here with a bonnet, don't no man want to see you with a bonnet on. No man want to see you in pajamas. You on the internet looking crazy.
But if okay, Yeti, we're gonna be logical and not emotional. If you
I'm
dated
emotional. I'm logical.
You're going off. You're going to 10. If you dated a guy who made $500,000, then why aren't you with him? That's a valid question.
There were things that happened, and I choose to not disclose that. For her to be picking me like, oh, what is it? No. Let's focus on the point. If you're a coach, go outside and go and get the man that's making the 500K for me. Go and fetch him.
What?
Okay? But you asking me, was it this? Was it that? Was it there? Was it there? And then on top of that, I feel like it was kind of shady for her to be like, oh, side eye. You don't know how much I'm making, and I'm not going to disclose it on here. Like, I don't know. But I also know that whatever you want is possible. And to me, 500K, there's a lot of that, like you said earlier, there's a lot of content creators making well over 500K. Yes, I know the number is minute. However, that money is being made.
But Yeti, I want to ask you this.
Yeah, but Yeti, what makes you think you appeal to any of those people? What makes you think you're in that category that you can demand 500K, period? Why specifically 500? Yeah, it's side piece vibes. I don't believe in gold digging. I don't believe there's women that are gold diggers. I just believe there's different women, different prices. Find your price and go do what you got to do to get that female. It is what it is. But this right here is when you straight up go for a guy and say, I'm going for a guy. You go into the room with the guys that make 500K, the room gets smaller and smaller. They get smaller and smaller, and the men get choosier and choosier. The whole point is we don't know. I don't know whether you got any kids. Do you got a body? What's under that bonnet? Why wouldn't you want to present your best self if you're looking for somebody who makes 500K? You're trying to get a man that makes 500K. Why would you be dressed the way that you're dressed? Why would you be doing that? And you don't have any shame in asking. Why for that amount? Y'all hit the like button coming in, please. Hit the like button.
Why is it bothering you? Why does it bother you at all? Why do you care?
What do you mean, why do I care?
Like, why does it upset you? Why do you feel like, I have to talk about it? Why do you care? If this is what you want, this is your reality, who cares what people think is what I'm saying. Why does it bother you?
Right, and you are right. You are right. I actually don't care, but like I'm more so like, okay, let me get from another woman perspective, because I know I wouldn't say you guys are the same. You guys are completely different. You give women advice and apart from dating, right?
Right.
Well, I just feel as though I respond back. If I cared, I would be going back and forth with people on Instagram, which I don't care. I just feel as though her response was like more of attacking. And then when she posted the video, right, it was more of shady, like side eye. And then I'm just like, what makes you think? What's the point of you asking me what I make in a year?
Well, I don't know how other people's show works, Yeti. I'm not here to gossip about other people's show.
Of course.
I'm not here to do that. I'm just here to answer level up and advice. That's it, So you would have to ask her out of fairness. But my advice to you is, if this is the life you want to live, these are the guys you want to date,
right?
It doesn't matter what other people say. What I
100%.
say, what she says, what the internet says. It really doesn't matter.
100%. And
yeah,
I'm going to also add to this. I didn't come on the show to bring up that. I just wanted to ask from your perspective, like, because I know you give people advice.
Absolutely.
I didn't even come up to discuss that. My main goal was to ask you, as a woman that gives advice as well,
right?
As a young woman,
right?
If I come to you, hey Ashley, I want the guy that makes 500K a year, Omoyami.
Okay. Well, are you putting yourself in those environments? Have you dated those guys, right?
100%.
Do those guys want you?
100%. But things happen. You have to move yourself out of that situation. I'm not going to waste my youth just because, So I move on. I'm not. I don't know if you remember, I was also on yet. I need to book a 1-on-1, but we're not going to keep this too long. But long story short, and I was on. I don't know if you remember our conversation from last time, but
yes, I remember.
Yeah. Okay, we're going to leave that to the side. I had to move myself from that situation. But
I'm just trying to figure out: is she a baddie? Is she that bad that she can demand 500K, or is she just a regular plain Jane that be on IG? Who wears wigs and dresses up and has makeup? Because what I'm seeing and what I'm hearing, she would drive a man nuts, and a man wouldn't be wanting to go over there and talk to her. That's my understanding. I can't tell, but this is what 500K.
So short, Sha.
And you know what? I will say this.
Yes,
I know the feeling of going viral about anything, right? I know it can be a lot to go viral. There's good, there's bad.
How is it that she went viral asking for 500K? How would you go viral asking for 500K and look like her? What was she doing? Was she spinning on her head? Because everybody would have looked at her and said she nuts. You ain't that bad. If you that's the whole point is you have to be worthy of somebody even looking. You have to be worthy of somebody going over there. You have to even be worthy. You just don't go over there. What? 500K? Her TikTok is interesting?
Get it. You know, there's 100 people commenting about you and who you are, what they think you are.
Yeah.
So I get how it can bother you for some time, you know, but try not to read the comments.
What's her
Try
name?
not, you know, just take a break if you need to from social media.
But you know what, Ash? That's not my first time going viral.
Yeah, does she look better on her TikTok or something? Or anybody drop something on it that I can figure out how to get to her TikTok? Because I don't even know her name. I don't even know who she is.
That's why I'm not. I didn't go.
Okay.
It's not my first. I have somewhat of a platform. That's not the only video that went viral. I had a video that went viral with my dad. Crying to my dad, I don't want kids. Crying to my dad that like marriage is not my end goal. You know. So that video.
Wait a minute, hold up. She said marriage is not her end goal. So marriage ain't her end goal. She don't want no kids. What is she on here for? Why are you asking? Why would you go to Kendra G? Why would you go anywhere asking about a man? Oh, so she just one of them people. Okay. She just one of them people that just want to be on platforms. She just want to be noticed. She just one of them kind of people. That's crazy.
Is actually nothing. My whole point of that video is like some people mentality is just very limit. If you limit yourself at a certain mentality, you're never going to level up to whatever you want to attain, right? Or you're never going to level up to whatever you can attain yourself. If you put yourself in a certain bracket, like for example, if I say yes, I want a guy that has 500K, I can get the guy that has 500K. I just came on a show, I was supposed to come on that show. I've had a guy that makes 500K, and me being Nigerian, I hate to say this, but 500K, okay, what is like to me? That's just to me, Sha. That's just to me.
Okay. So you're saying that's chump change.
It's chump change. And then
why is that chump change? What do you mean chump change?
The reaction, the mindset of the person, and the reaction of that I got back from the feedback and the mindset that I received back, it was kind of low-key shocking. That's why I was like, okay, like if you think 500 is so much, it just made me think like, well, what have you dated? It also made me like, I didn't have a chance to ask that question, but
yeah, but we can, out of fairness, you would have to go back to her platform and talk about that. You know, you would have to discuss that with her. You know, I don't know. I don't know. Again, we're here to level up. We're here to just talk about leveling up. Yeah.
Okay.
All righty, darling. Have a good night.
You too.
You as well. Bye, honey. Yeah, I don't gossip. I don't need to gossip. No, I don't want mess. I want everyone to win. Everyone does things on their own terms. Everyone runs their show on their own terms. Point blank in the period. That's it. Like, no drop, please. No, I don't know. Yeah. If you have an issue with someone, go address them. Simple as that. And again, if something isn't true for you, it shouldn't bother you. That's it. I want to say that. Don't take that personal, Yeti. If that's your reality, if that's what you're dealing with, don't let it bother you. It should not bother you. Nothing anyone says about you, about your life, shouldn't bother you. It should not.
Yeah.
Hello, Tara. Welcome in.
Hey, oh my gosh, you said Tara, not Tara.
Ashley knows she be having some weird ass guests. I can't figure out how to get
If you consent to be on a live and potentially all platforms.
Yes, you are so beautiful, Ashley. I just wanted to say that.
Thank you so much, beauty.
No, it wasn't her reality. She trying to make it her reality. I get all that. She got pajamas on, bonnet on, and she don't seem bad. She don't seem like a bad person. But the point is, you're very much entitled and you don't want to give nothing up. You want to be independent. You want my money as a man. You want my money. What you gonna do for the 500K? What do you bring to the table? You don't bring no kids. You all over social media. I don't get it.
Yeah. The reality is she's delusional. You know, I've seen her up on Ashley and or Kendrick's like a couple times.
Right.
She not dealing with guys in that circle. If she was dating those guys that was making 500 to $1 million, she wouldn't be on that show because she wouldn't want to mess that up. Going on that show would mess that up if she was already dealing with those type of guys.
Exactly.
So why take that risk?
Exactly.
Yeah. So she's just disillusioned. Go ahead, HQ.
She just talking 2-point crazy. And the whole point is she worthy of a car? When she went on Kendra's, what did she look like?
She's just, her looks are above average. She's not, she's definitely not an 8 or nothing. She's below a 7 in my opinion. She's probably like a good solid 6.
Oh.
So
okay.
You know, that's just me. You know, there's nothing that you know, if I'm really out there mashing like that, like I'll just put it like this: if I see her out and about, I wouldn't step to her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You wouldn't step to her. You wouldn't talk to her because
no, I wouldn't step to her. A chick like that, if I'm out and about really mashing like that, one night, a chick like that would have to come talk to me, and she had to be talking about what am I up to, you know?
Oh, okay. So you
it had to be something like that. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Like I would never see her and be like, "Yo, I gotta holler at her." You know, no.
Because she ain't that fine.
No, she ain't that. She definitely ain't that.
And she seemed like she has a personable personality. She seems like that, but it's like an entitled personality, and nobody is going over there for an entitled personality because she don't seem like, you know, she's gonna give anybody anything. She said she ain't having no baby. She ain't getting married. So apparently you want to be a side chick.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody taking you home, girl. Ain't nobody taking you home.
She's tripping, basically. Yeah, she's very entitled. I'll be able to tell that as soon as I talk to her.
Oh, hell yeah.
I'll say you is the best in this car.
Yeah.
Hello?
Hi.
You got a flashlight or something?
Yes, I do.
I'll say you is the best light I ever seen in a car, girl. Is your name Alexis?
Yes.
Okay. Alexis, where you calling us from?
Washington, D.C.
DC. I had so much fun in DC, child. How old are you, Alexis?
Nice. 28.
28. What you do for a living?
I have 3 jobs. So my main job is I'm a cloud professional.
I
also a cloud professional. So I'm in tech.
Okay.
I also work as a waitress, and I also own my own apartment building. So I own multiple Airbnbs.
You own and what else? You said you own Wendy's too?
I own my own apartment building.
Oh, okay. And you waitress. So 3 jobs. You work in tech. You say you do cloud what?
I'm a cloud engineer.
Engineer. Okay. Okay. Alexis, DC 28. You have any kids?
Nope.
No kids. What's your zodiac sign?
Capricorn.
Capricorn. You ever been married?
Nope.
Okay, never married. Let's do it. We got Alexis, DC 28, no kids. She has 3 jobs, cloud engineer. She's a waitress, also owns her own apartment building. What kind of man you looking for?
Hey, baby, you muted.
You got static in the back. I'm sorry.
Oh, my bad. But yeah, you was muted. Go ahead.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. No, she got 3 damn jobs. A waitress, a cloud engineer. What the fuck is going on here? What's going on with this lady? Ain't no way you need all of them jobs and you I don't know. What's a cloud engineer? What exactly do they do?
She's an IT professional. So she's in IT basically, without getting too technical for you. She's in IT. It's a good job. It's a great job. She likely makes good money from that if she's being honest, if that's what she does.
Right.
And then on top of that, she says she owns an apartment complex. I like to know more about that. I mean, she's subleasing that, or
she a cocktail waitress.
Yeah, she got a lot going on. Like a girl like this, I had a chick similar to that probably about 3 years ago. That was really, really chasing the money real hardcore like that. Like anytime I meet a chick and she doing all of that like that, that's like, that kind of tells me, like, personally, you ain't really serious about no man like that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, but really, but I got an example. What if I'm chasing this money?
Yeah.
So that when I meet the right guy, money is not the issue when it comes to padding the crib or padding the house or doing whatever.
In a perfect world, what you just said sounds fantastic. In a perfect world,
right.
and if they all had that, or even a good amount of them had that mindset, that'd be great.
Socking away the money, but if you socking away the money,
yeah,
it's a difference between every time I turn around, you got a new pair of shoes,
right?
Got a new bag. But what if I'm socking the money away? I'm just socking the money away for a rainy day.
Yeah.
So when I get married,
yeah,
stuff could be padded a little bit.
I mean, that would be great if that was the case. It just hasn't been what I've encountered. Not to say that it's not out there. I can't say for sure. Like, no woman is doing that. If they really stocking the money up, and they really putting it up, and they serious about that, and they serious when they meet the right guy about breaking bread.
Right.
Yeah. For the situation, that would be dope. But I haven't really seen that to really be what it is.
Yeah, but see, you said something. You said she's a cloud, and you said that she make a decent bread.
Yeah.
What was it? Divine Photo said she is a cloud. She a cloud engineer salary. That's $106K. Why?
Yeah, it's a good job. It's a good job.
Why would you need to be a waitress?
That's my point. And that's where I would be going with it. Is like it gets to a point where you're doing too much.
Right.
If you're a cloud engineer, that's already a 6-figure job. That's what I was saying. So if you're really going after it like this, it's like, like what are you trying to accomplish? Is there an end goal that you're trying to do, or like what? I would have to know that.
You said she had a housing complex. She said something about that, right?
You did mention that, yeah.
Right. So why not work your little job? Or she said a chef.
Yeah.
What the hell's going on? Do you own a restaurant or something?
She got a lot going on. I would need clarity. Is she from money, or like what is going on here? Maybe she inherited that. I don't know.
Right.
We don't know. So I'll say this. I won't jump to conclusions, but I would need to know a lot more about her.
Hell yeah, because this don't make no sense. You're a chef, a waitress, you own a building, you're a cloud engineer, you're doing too much. Everything is just too much. And then, so, I don't know. Maybe you
know what?
She could be lying.
Yeah, it could. Some of the stuff she could be lying about. It's a strong possibility. Project Leroy make a great point. The waitress job is really probably more about macking for her than
drinks for somebody.
Yeah, it's really probably more about macking and dating than like a real job. But
why did I think she was a transformer? Why did
she's a bottle girl.
Yeah, she's a bottle girl. I would agree with that.
Oh,
yeah, she ain't a regular like bartender. No. She's a bottle girl, so that's a good hustle.
Oh, okay.
She's a Capricorn too. What kind of man you looking for, girl?
I want a man that's a provider. I want a traditional man in a sense. So I want a man that pays the bills. I want a man that leads the household. If we're moving. I just want a man's man. I also want somebody who likes to travel. I travel a lot, maybe 10 international countries a year. You don't have to travel as much, but just have an interest in traveling. I also want a man that's extremely honest. I mean, I feel like some people tell little white lies because they don't want to hurt your feelings or whatever the case may be. I'm very blunt. And I think I would want that kind of partner in return, someone who can be as transparent with me as I am with them. And I guess lastly, somebody romantic. I have not really had really as much luck finding people who like to please. So I would like to find someone that's similar to what I can provide to somebody else.
Okay.
I would be more impressed if she said she was willing to please than looking for somebody to please her.
Wow. I mean, that's a big statement. She wants somebody who can travel. First off, you know, a big strong boy, Stephen J. Why did she give me the Transformer vibe? I just don't.
She looking for a money guy. She looking for a money guy.
Yeah, but the thing is, I'm not saying he like natural looking women, but damn, that's a lot of look, women. Let me explain this to men in the
too much makeup. Yeah.
Do you understand how much it takes to put all of that on? She has base on, she has powder on over the base, then she has eyeliner, mascara, she has other mascara, she has fake hair. She has all of that. So that takes work every morning to wake up and put all of that on. That takes work.
HQ. That jawline too.
Why is it giving me Transformer vibes? I just can't. I'm not saying she is. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying it just looks.
Get her, HQ. What's up, G Honda? What's up, player?
What's good with you, bro? I'm looking at her jawline. She got a jawline like Monica. She got that big jawline.
Damn.
And she's only 28. Look, listen to this though. She's only 28 and she needs a face full of makeup. Why?
I would say likely the skin probably rough, or I don't know. It could be a lot of reasons.
You see how she could be it could be weird. I don't know.
What are your deal breakers?
Broke.
I'm sorry.
I'm pretty open. I know you can't have it all. So I don't care if you're that tall. As long as you 5'5", 5'6" or taller. I don't care if you're fat, skinny, short.
She capping
you can't
now.
Have it all.
She's capping.
You doing too much. You know damn well she care about that.
Yeah,
stuff.
she's capping. She's capping.
Looks.
You know what? I take that back, HQ. She's not lying. She's telling the truth. You know why I say that?
Why?
She means that if you get money, she means that.
Oh.
If you making $750 a year, you can be 5'4", 230 pounds and out of shape.
Yeah.
And be a goofy guy. If you making $750,000 a year and you spreading the paper, she don't care.
Oh, okay. So we got to look at her in a different light.
Oh yeah.
You got to look at you like if you a bottle girl, you don't care about none of that. The looks, it's the moolah. I got to travel 4 or 5 times a year. Wait a minute, hold up. I can make over 100K, but I can't be traveling I can't be traveling 4 or 5 times a fucking year.
That's a money guy. That's a money guy because you can spend 10, 20 easy on a vacation. Easy. So like if I go to Europe with a chick like that, we stay out there for 3 weeks, I can spend like 25,000, 30,000. Easy.
My nephew went to Hawaii and he stayed a week and he spent 30,000. I was like,
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I can believe it. I believe it. Yep.
I cannot settle on what you bring to the table financially, and I cannot settle on too many kids. I can't do more than 2, and your kids cannot be under 10. And then anyone that's not ambitious. Like recently I matched with a doctor on a dating app, and I was just like, I said, what do you do? He's like, I'm a doctor. And he was just like, I was like, okay, so what's your goals? He was just like, oh no, I kind of blocked you because like, what do you mean what's my goals? Is a doctor not enough? I don't want somebody who's content with where they are. A doctor is being a doctor is amazing. I understand what you guys go through to get there, but why can't you want more? I guess me having 3
You,
jobs shows you that I'm never
you
comfortable
know
with.
what? See,
That's
this
why.
is this. Yeah, she tripping. So she talking about a top profession guy. This guy could be making $350,000 a year. He could be a radiology doctor or something, or he could be a spine surgeon. Maybe he make $500,000 a year. And she like, hey, what else are you gonna do? She's all about the money, like I said.
All about the money. Well, I mean, to be fair, she does have her own money. If these professions, if these
Right,
jobs,
even if she got that, still to tell a doctor that is clowning.
yeah.
Yeah.
She got her own money. She's doing her own thing. She, you know, a chef, a bottle girl.
Hey, let's say everything she says is true, and she make $200 a year, right?
Right.
To still tell a doctor that's not enough is
Yeah,
still
that is
wild.
crazy.
That's still
wild.
crazy.
Yeah,
Still
that's
crazy.
crazy.
Even if she made it 200, and
Yeah.
I got doubts. Yep, but
No. What I'm saying is, she said she likes a go-getter, a person who gets money.
Oh, he getting it.
Money
He
and blah
getting
blah blah. And
He
I'm
getting
saying
it.
she's getting her money too. To be
Yeah.
fair, she's getting her money as a cloud engineer, a bottle girl, owner.
real estate. Yeah,
Right. So she's getting her own money. So
for sure.
I can see what she's saying, but ooh,
And one
I'll say this: if that real estate thing is true,
yeah.
she inherited that. I would say likely because she looking at her, she's not that old.
Right.
It would take it would take time to even get in that profession and save enough money to even get into real estate. So even you inherited a lot of money, or you inherited that real estate.
Right.
Yep. Yeah.
Not being he need to run for the president.
Right.
He's already a surgeon. That ain't enough for you.
See, there we go.
It's not a money thing more, so I guess it's an ambition thing. Yeah.
Well, let's start a couple things.
That ain't ambitious.
I don't know.
What?
An ambition
What is
thing.
broke to you?
Broke to me is living check to check. I try to live it where 10% of my income is spent on expenses and bills. If you out here, 70% of your income goes towards your expenses, you're not somebody I want to talk to because you're living
Man, they
way
tricking
beyond
on her.
means.
What?
Yeah.
They tricking on her for sure.
Yeah. She got some old guys that's tricking on her. That's why she's so confident. I agree, Jihanda. Yeah, but it's older cats. It might be some young stupid ones too.
Yeah, this is definitely an older man. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
No, she definitely has a rotation of older men because she got this fake Tamar little face going with all that face paint and such. But I'm saying, like, she definitely got a rotation of older men.
I mean, she may look decently without the makeup. Maybe she do. We don't know. I don't know. I just find it weird that you're young and got all that makeup.
I don't care if
Yeah, that's crazy to be like a doctor isn't ambitious. Like going to law school and specialty law ain't ambitious. Engineering school not ambitious. Tripping, man. This girl
you
crazy.
like, you know what? We can't go out this weekend because I need to save up some money. I need somebody that's fiscally responsible. Broke is broke. Like, you can't afford your car note. I had a guy's car get repo from my house. No, I don't deal with those kind of people. Broke is broke.
Is there a dollar amount to broke for you?
It's broke.
Ideally, I want somebody that makes more than me, so at least 200 or more.
Okay, so
Here we
100K
go.
to you would be not enough.
Damn.
No.
Okay, so 200K or more.
My question is, how you get on here and say I want somebody to make 200K or more? But then again, look, if you put a number out there, at least you know the people that's coming for you is close to that number or they got that number, because otherwise the rejection would be swift and brutal, right? If she sticks to her story. I don't know. Maybe she got men coming at her like
Jihanda, you want to take this one?
I don't know. Swift and brutal. Oof.
No, she a mercenary. She a mercenary. She using dudes. Like, come on, look at her demeanor. Like she probably She probably got a face full of face paint because she got craters all in her face because that's what they hiding and that's what they putting away.
Yeah.
But I mean, no, she definitely playing the game, man. She playing the lone con for sure.
Cause think about it. When you're a certain age, you don't need that much. When you start getting blemishes and stuff on your face, that's when you start wearing that caked up makeup. That's when you wearing that makeup is when you got problems with your skin. She got all the makeup, all the face, all the hair. She got all of that. And she only 28, 27, 28. Something is wrong with her skin.
Ooh, child. Okay. So we got there early. Should he look a certain way?
No, I told you, physically, I don't really care. It looks fade. So, and
yeah, but you got to be attracted to the guy, right? You can't just be dealing with a guy and not attracted to him.
Gianna made an excellent point. She's hustling older guys, and she got a roster of those. So, really, what she want is a guy her age or a little bit older, though, that still got that money and want to break bread. That's what she would really want.
Right.
Yep.
20, 30, 40 years, you're not going to look the way you did when I met you. So why do I care if you Denzel Washington? I'm okay. As long as you don't have too many tattoos on your face, we all good to go.
Okay. We got to do the Kendra Cam. I know you in the car.
That sounds wild to me. That sounds crazy.
This Kendra Cam better be slamming. Much of shit is she talking.
All right, hold on.
I mean, it's not an ugly face. It's got a lot of makeup on it. That's all.
Oh, it's dark. I feel like you have a nice.
She got a BBL. She got a BBL.
Oh.
She got a BBL. Yep. Like look at yeah. She got a BBL.
That is a botched BBL. That's the worst BBL I've ever seen in my life. Look at her.
Yeah.
Why she look like a test tube?
Wait a minute, hold on. Let's back up. Yes, that's a bad.
No, hold up. Wait. What do you call those things? No, she looks like a beaker. You know those things? No, hold up. What you call that test tube with like the long
the ant body.
You have a nice
the ant body
shape.
That's horrible.
She messed up.
That's terrible.
Oh, you messed up.
That's a T-Boo BBL.
She messed up.
Okay.
Look at that.
But it's dark. It's hard to see you.
There's self-esteem issues. I'm not saying all women have self-esteem issues. That's not what I'm saying. Whenever I see a woman who got a BBL, I think maybe something is going on inside your head that would make you go and put some shit in your body like that. And she's not a bad looking woman, but why would you go get a BBL? And you're skinny. Oh,
right.
Yeah.
I can't hear you, baby.
She got to go inside. How does she wipe her ass? I don't even freaking know.
Man.
Yeah, she got that.
Do it again.
She got that
BBL. Do it again.
She got at HQ. She probably got a few, and I say this respectfully, a few sexual tricks with that BBL, and she got them old guys' nose wide open. The 50-year-old guys' nose wide open.
Look at the body, though.
Yeah.
The ant body. It's the ant body.
To see this body.
Sorry. Yeah.
All right. Okay, yeah, you was walking.
See, everything, nothing sounded bad. The only thing that sounded bad was her saying she don't care what he looked like, blah, 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 right? Okay, fine. But then she had a BBL, and then we knew something was wrong. The makeup, all that. Look, why does it give Transformer to me? Triple, why does it give Transformer to me?
That's because, you know why, HQ?
Why?
Because unfortunately, many, and I'm not saying all, black women have mimicked their style after transformers and stuff, you know? So the heavy makeup, it's too much to the point where it's looking like a man cosplaying a woman.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's wild. Yeah.
The BBL body, she didn't need no BBL. She got makeup on. She trying way to, way too hard. Something is wrong. Something is off.
Yeah.
I'm not saying
Well,
she's a transformer. I'm not saying that.
no, I ain't saying that either. I'm not saying she's for sure a transformer either.
I'm just saying all these negatives.
Yeah.
Okay, what you got home?
No, I'm at work.
You got. Oh, you were going to work.
Yes.
All right. Let's do it. Now the last question I asked you, we did the Kendrickian.
Yes.
Okay. So after the Kendrickian, okay.
And she talking like she a boss chick, like she got it going on like that. Why you on Kendra G if you got it going on like this? Why you here? It shouldn't even be a problem finding men. It should never be a problem finding men. Why?
Yeah, if she really got these guys, I'll put it like this. She probably do got some old guys that make money that's tricking on her. But if she really was dating the type of guy that she wanted, she wouldn't be here.
Yeah. They don't want her because something is going on with her that's wrong. Something's wrong.
What was your last relationship?
Y'all hit the like button. Coming in, please. Cash apps are great. Super chats are welcome. Our goal tonight is $40. We need $30 more, $35 more, please. Thank you.
11 years
Wait, you
ago.
want to do the Kendrickian now with some light?
Yeah, besides the trollers and the internet. Hold on. Can you do me a favor? Can you hold the phone real quick?
Okay, we see you.
We see the weird part. We see it up close now. The weird part up close.
You just tuning in. This is Alexis DC, 28, Capricorn, no kids. A mom. Yeah. You mom to 3?
No.
No, I have no children.
I'm sorry. That's the wrong person. What's your name again?
Alexis.
Yeah, I have you right.
No kids.
Oh, 3 jobs. I'm sorry.
3 jobs.
Here we go. All right, I said 3. Mom to 3. It's 3 jobs. All right, you just tuned in. Here we go. We have Alexis DC, 28, Capricorn. She has no kids. Has 3.
Maybe she got this makeup on because she's going to work and she's a bottle girl. Right?
Yeah, it's a possibility. I'm sure I'm sure she does like quote unquote glam up for the job.
Okay.
Or whatever, but it's just it don't look good on her like that. But but to each his own.
That's probably why she got the makeup on. Okay. We'll give you a pass for the makeup. We just ain't giving you a pass for that BBL.
3 jobs. Cloud engineer, a waitress, owns her own apartment building. You said correct? Or
yes, that's correct.
No broke men. She made that clear. 200K is the preference. 100K is not enough.
Nope.
Okay. Now, when was your last relationship, Alexis?
11 years ago.
You've been single for 11 years?
You know how people go relationship to relationship to relationship? I kind of feel like that's what dating should be for. Like when I meet people and they be like, well, why are you and your ex break up? Well, it just didn't work out.
Be 11. If you go relationship to relationship, that means the last one wouldn't have been 11 years.
No. I'm speaking on other people, what they did.
Okay.
This is why I don't do it. I think dating should be the time when you're getting to know somebody. You're trying to figure out the red flags. If you're willing to accept those red flags.
Right.
If you're willing to accept every part of them. When I get in the next relationship, I want it to be somebody I'm willing to marry. And I don't see why that needs to be rushed. So.
Okay, I have a question. In those 11 years, are you having sex?
Yes. I've dated people exclusively. I just haven't gotten to the point where I wanted to make them my boyfriend.
Okay, so dating exclusively means neither one of you guys date other people.
Correct.
Wait a minute.
Whoa. Something's off with that.
Hold on. Dating exclusively is a relationship.
Right.
Like, what is she even saying?
She said she dated exclusively, but she didn't want to make any of them her boyfriend.
They was your boyfriend, or either she lying.
What?
Yeah, you can't date exclusively and not be in a relationship. That is a relationship.
That's wild.
Right. Why would that not be a relationship if you're both just seeing each other?
Right.
I can still text other people. I just choose not. I can still go on a dates with other people. I just choose not to. And sometimes depends on who I'm dating. Some people I'll still.
Whoa.
Yeah. Not exclusive.
You doing something? Something don't even come right.
Date other people. Go out for a few dates. I'm just not actively sleeping with anyone else because I prefer to sleep with one person at a time. So
Okay.
I guess that's the difference. I don't answer to anybody.
Okay.
If I want to meet somebody, get their number, I can.
Then why would I even want you to be? Why would I want to be in a relationship with you if you're not a loyal human being? What? If you're not loyal in any way, shape, or form, you're just a side piece.
Still single.
Okay. And I'm
You can't do.
Okay. So my assumption is, because I know you have a high salary request, do all these men meet your 200K requirement?
Yes.
Okay.
It's pretty normal though in DC. DC incomes are higher, and I'm in tech, so everyone in my field pretty much makes at least 150 or higher.
Okay,
Now
she's in
I'm gonna have
DC.
Uh-huh.
I used to be in tech in DC.
Uh-huh.
So it's money out there. Like DC's a little bit different.
Mm-hmm.
6 figures out there is not really the same as it would be like somewhere in Detroit or Ohio or something. Like it's more of the norm, what she's making. So that 6 figures is worth less, you know? So like to make 120 where I'm at, that's some money. But to make it in DC is not quite the same money. Things are so expensive there. So it's making a little bit more sense here. But even still, even for that area, 200 is a lot of money.
200.
200 is a lot, even for DC now.
Yeah, but is it? But do people make money out there like that? Is there money?
Yeah. It's money. It's a professional out there. It's not really a big deal for him to make 100. But 200 is a lot even still.
So, but 100 in DC, New York, California, them places, that ain't a lot of money.
Yeah, it's 100 there is differently. I'll say this: 100 there is more like 70. It's really more like 70 grand. Because things are so expensive. 100 there is like 70 grand. It's not as impressive as it is in a smaller, less expensive area. Because you can do way more with that money.
So making 70K in DC, you damn near broke.
Yeah, 70K in DC right now is rough.
Ouch. Okay.
This question. But you also said,
so that's why she said he got to be making like she's making, because she would be, dude would be basically broke at 100K. He'd be basically living paycheck to paycheck at 100K in that town, I guess.
I wouldn't say that. Give me 1 second, HQ.
Okay. That these dating experiences never grew to a committed relationship. Why not?
I think because, so I feel like the dating pool has a little bit of pee in it, and I feel like sometimes people like to ignore red flags, and I've ignored a few. I'll get with somebody and
you give a lot of red flags too, Lamb. Y'all hit the like button coming in, please. Hit the like button coming in. Super chats and cash apps are great. Our goal is $35.
Sexually, it's not cutting it for me, and I'll keep dating them knowing I wouldn't marry this person, or it'll be something where I've dated people who were financially not on the same page as me, you know, trying to help them. So I've helped them get new jobs. I'll do resumes.
So you're open to men who make less than what you asked for. So you're open to men who make less than 200K. Wow.
Help them do interviews. And then I realized that some people just aren't meant to make a lot of money. I help them get these jobs, and then all of a sudden they start acting funny. I just feel like you have to be aligned. And I haven't really felt anybody that was I haven't really met anyone that I was on the same page with. But I'm patient. So I've just been traveling and doing me. I'm not hurt. But I guess that's the reason why it's so easy for me to do the non-committed thing. Because I would be a little bit more offended if these are my boyfriends. These are not my boyfriends. They are people I enjoy for the season, and I'm moving on.
Now let me ask you this, because there's some.
Whoa. See, that don't even sound right. That sound like you enjoying doing some things without having any kind of responsibility with a relationship. How you not exclusive, but y'all sleep? Okay.
Women who enjoy dating the way you date don't necessarily.
Yeah, this crazy babble talk. It's like you trying to control the dating market and you ain't controlling the dating market. See, this is my thing. If you want a certain type of relationship, you want a certain way things go, and you wait a minute, let me start it like this. Every person that ain't half in the bag, retarded, got an addiction, ain't fugly, and all of that can find somebody. You can find somebody easily. Find somebody. You just can. It is what it is. If you're just a reasonable person, it's your deal breakers, your wants, your desires, your needs. It's those things that keep you from getting a relationship out there, because they ain't all bad women and they ain't all good bad men. We just all normal everyday people trying to make it. She's a gorgeous woman. She's a beautiful woman. Let's give it to her. She's a beautiful woman. I give her about a 5. I give her maybe a 6. 6. Take them BBLs out. Okay. You can find somebody if you certain things would align with other people. She said, I'm looking for people. I can't find nobody. Ain't no way you can't find somebody. There's something wrong with your standards, boundaries, and expectations that's messing you up. It is what it is. Because you should have been and had somebody. If you're a nice person, decent human being, know how to talk to people, it shouldn't be that hard to find nobody. Go ahead, Triple.
I ain't want to interrupt you. I was gonna say, it's but to add to what you were asking me earlier, it's not the same as that. From living there, because I lived there like a whole year.
Mm-hmm.
I would say this, and when I was there a long time ago. I'll be honest with you. When I was there, I made less than $100,000. You know, and it wasn't a lot of money. I would not want to be in that situation there. Put it like this. I think I would rather make 120 here than make 200 there now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, to let you know, because I know what I could do. Michigan's going up though. The pricing here has gone up a lot in the last 3 years. So, but if you'd have asked me that 3 years ago, I would tell you I'd rather make 120 here than make 200 there, because I know what I could do with it. You know? Yeah. So, yep, you got to make some money.
Really
I still think 200 is egregious, though.
Yeah, that is a lot.
Yeah, it's egregious.
I just don't understand why she's asking for that kind
for a committed.
Yeah, because my question is this: who makes that?
Yeah.
Like, what profession can you outline a profession so we can put more brothers to do that work?
She's thinking her job. She's thinking her job. Older, her job.
Her job, that cloud engineering job. Chances are she don't make 200. Like, I'm gonna tell you that right there.
No, she probably thinking with her bottle work.
Yeah, her real estate combined. I can see if you got multiple things going on, you can make it. But just most people don't have that though.
Right.
Yeah, it's not most people.
Right.
One person. Do you feel as though is that your goal? Like, do you want to be married? I mean, it's not a bad thing if you don't, but I'm just curious because it seems like you rather just continue to date instead of locking in with one person.
No, I would like to lock in one person. I just don't want to settle. I'm not gonna I've met amazing men who just didn't meet my income requirements. I got too many goals I have for myself to be with somebody that I have to build up, or who just comfortable being where they are. I want something serious, but I don't want to settle.
So settling to you is being in a committed relationship with a man that makes less than $200K?
Settling for me is being with somebody that put their hands on you, being someone that lies to you, being someone who has too many kids, being with anybody who isn't on the same page as you. And that's just not for me. That's for men too. I'm not asking you to settle. I've had men.
And I say this
weird. Something is off. I can't put my finger on it.
This a funky broad, respectfully.
Something is going on. Something is going on. Think about it. She's not an ugly woman.
Nope.
Okay? She's not an ugly woman. She makes enough money where she could take the BBL out. Okay, let's take that away. We take the BBL away. She's not a bad looking woman. Okay, fine. She doesn't have any kids. She's a go-getter. She's ambitious. We know that. She don't seem like she's doing any outrageous shit. She just doesn't seem to value relationships all that much. She doesn't seem to value those all that much, right?
Right. Yeah.
She'll sleep with whoever, but you ain't my boyfriend. You ain't gonna tell me what to do. But you entertain dudes that don't have jobs. You entertain dudes that you got to pick up. So if I never entertained a dude that I had to pick up and prop up, I never would have said it. But she said it. So that tells me she's doing her standards or boundaries. Something is wrong with what she's asking for. Something is wrong. Okay, because she should have somebody by now.
Because I wear makeup or I wear wigs. Everybody has their own preference. Settling for me is just not, you're not meeting my non-negotiables. You're not doing what your career isn't where it needs to be. Or you got too many kids, or you lie too much, or you don't want to travel. The last guy I dated long-term didn't want to travel internationally at all. Vacation to him is like going to Florida. And
this is a travel leash.
I like to go around the world. I don't think there's nothing wrong with wanting somebody who wants to travel too. It's small things, and those small things usually is what it is.
That's not okay. Hold on, let me jump in. These are not small things.
Small things.
Finally, wait a minute. Hold on, HQ. Pause it. Finally, Kendra with some common sense. Woo! What is going on?
Yeah, I mean, we peeped it at the beginning. Something is wrong. Something is wrong. First off, you got a BBL, which tells me there's a self-esteem thing going on with you anyway. Now, and you got a face full of makeup. You're 28. That tells me something is not right about what you think about yourself and what you're demanding, what you're asking for. Maybe she don't think she's good. I don't know. Something is off. Kendra, you need to be asking better questions.
It's not a small thing, honey. And also, I'm not God. I'm going to start off before I start. Let me say I'm not God. So I can never say absolute anything. But you do have to understand the man that you're describing is probably is a 1% man that can make the salary requirement, could afford to travel around this world, can give you great sex. I think you had a kid requirement.
No more than 2 children.
Okay, you don't have an attraction requirement. So that's a grace area. So he can have the income and not the money, but he still got to have good sex. So I'm going to assume that, whatever, we'll leave it there.
I can settle on that too. I'm being honest, in today's generation, I can settle with that. I can settle with that.
I think she capping. So you know what I'm going to say?
So really,
I think that's wild.
You know how she capping? If she meet a guy, she about the paper, but if she meet a guy and that guy's looks is 9 out of 10 to her, that guy can make $80,000 in DC. She gonna be on that guy because she making money. She gonna shift her thoughts if she get that guy. Chances are she won't be able to lock him down though. But if you look at the line, I give you all the requirements that I want. I give you all the requirements that I want. And you look for as many times as you touch those requirements, I can deal with you if you touch those requirements. If that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for somebody that's taller than me. I'm looking for somebody to make a decent amount of money, decent looking, funny, maybe blah, blah, blah. All these things, these are markers, right? I'm saying these things are markers. You have to hit as many markers as possible for me to deal with you, okay? It depends on what the markers are too. If you make 6 figures, maybe I don't need as many markers that you got to hit, but you got to hit some of those markers. You can't just hit one marker and it's the money. I don't care about your looks. I don't care about your breath. I don't care about your sex, but you make $100,000 a year. Oh, hell no. All that money in the world don't mean jack shit. If you got bad sex, you ugly, and you whatever. So you got to hit. Right. Hey, yeah. No, I hear what you're saying. Hey, put it like this. Well, I don't know what your income requirement for a guy is, but I'm just saying, let's say it is $100K, right?
You got to make what I make. That's all.
Okay.
You got to make what I make or more.
Okay.
That's it.
All right, let's put it this way. If a guy you wanted made way less than you make, okay? Not like $20 an hour or nothing, but he make less than you.
Right.
If he a 9 out of 10 looks to you, sex is all that, whatever, and he got some swagger about himself, you gonna kick him to the curb?
No, I wouldn't. Because I'm just telling you, I know that I'm going to be unhappy.
Yeah.
I'm going to be unhappy in the money area.
Oh, I'm sure.
Because I'm gonna, hey, the sex is great, but we gonna get out of bed. But he gonna turn to me and ask me, when am I gonna buy breakfast? Are you buying breakfast? Are we going out to dinner? And then he walk off instead of paying the bill. I know I would be I know I would be upset about that.
I think you'd be upset about his lack of looks also. In fact, you probably wouldn't even be out on a date with him.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna reject a person. I'm not gonna reject a person simply because of if you look like a boo-boo, McGilla gorilla, of course.
If he 5'6", it ain't really too much to talk about. See?
No, because I know that I like to wear heels. Because I know that I like to wear heels, so therefore I know that I wouldn't date a person that's short.
I know. I'm just joking on you, but I know because
But there's other things that other markers that will come into play. Certain things are non-negotiable. Like she said, some things are non-negotiable for you, right? Right or wrong. Some men won't date a woman who don't have big titties. Some men won't date a woman.
I don't know. It's a little bit different for men. Hey, I agree with what Jason Black said. Women have a type, men have a range.
Okay.
So, we was talking about, like we was talking about earlier when you mentioned that girl with the bonnet.
Mm-hmm.
She's not what I would be normally looking for. Right. I acknowledge she's an above average looking woman, but she's not something that I find hyper attractive. I wouldn't shoot at it. But if I'm out and I've had this happen before and she fixated on me and she trying to holler at me and she trying to pull up on me, that's a different story.
Right.
That's
and I say this to a lot of people.
Yeah.
Tyrese back in the day in Baby Boy.
Yeah.
Women found him very attractive. I think he's the ugliest thing in the world.
Oh, wow.
I would never even look at that man. Ever. So I'm saying it's individual. It's all individual. He might look good to Raquel, but he don't meet my requirements. So I would never look at him. You see what I'm saying?
You.
But he's attractive to a lot of women, but not to me. Right?
Okay. Yeah. I ain't mad at that.
So I understand what you're saying about the lady. She's decent looking. She's above average. She's just not something that you would look at.
Right. I get that. I just think most women that come up here and they say they're firm on the money, I think if they really can get the guy that's got everything else they want to a T, they'll drop that money standard considerably. That's just what.
Yeah, but she wouldn't drop that money standard. She ain't dropping that money standard all the way to the floor now.
No. I don't think she'd drop it down to like 30,000 or nothing like that. No.
Right.
But I bet you he could be less than 100K. I bet you that though.
Maybe close to 100K, but
I bet you could probably make 70 out there. And if he really that guy in shape, look, swagger, and all that, she gonna fool with it.
Maybe her money requirement is her problem. Maybe it's the money requirement that's the problem. She's not looking at no guy unless he makes enough. Maybe that's her first characteristic. That's the problem. Maybe that's it.
Could be.
Because if you look for if you got one characteristic and that's all you look for in a person, that might throw you off your whole thing. That's why I say somebody that has a weave, that shouldn't be a deal breaker until you have a cup of coffee with them. And then you find out, is this an everyday thing? Can I live without the wig? Does she have a beautiful personality? She wears a wig, but she wears a weave, but she has a beautiful personality. Does he X, Y, and Z? Does he have a beautiful personality? That's why the coffee date is so important.
No, I get that.
So now let's just go to the commitment. So you just want this man that makes this requirement to be exclusively committed to you as well, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
And someone thoughtful, someone caring.
Okay. And although you've dated these men, you just never been in a committed relationship with one.
Correct.
So just hypothetical.
Why didn't they want to commit? Why didn't you want to commit?
Let's just say your experience will always just be dating. Like you get these men who meet your wonderful requirements that you can date for a period of time. And then after a while, you learn for whatever reason, it's not going to go to the committed relationship. And then you go on to the next man that meets all those requirements. Are you fine with that, or does?
But here's the thing, Stephen James. When you have standard, no, not standard. When you stick to that basic, you stick to those 10 things, and you never deviate from those 10 things. That you do a miscarriage. You do a miscarriage of justice to yourself. You really do. Especially if you get older, because nobody should have this difficult a problem at 28. At 28, I would have 20, 30 options, 20 options, 25 options.
Yeah, I mean, she's already a bottle girl. She's out and about on the scene. Right. She should be seeing like tons of guys. Like you said, she should have serious options.
Right.
The reality is she want a rich man. Yeah. Or very, very attractive model-esque man.
Right.
That's what she wants.
Her wants are getting in her way, because a girl, if she's as nice as she comes across, she's a decent looking girl, she don't have no kids, she should have dudes at least looking at her, potentially looking at her to date her.
Yeah.
Why? At least one or two looking at her seriously to date her. If she's going to the right places, doing the right thing. She's in clubs as a bottle girl. She got full-fledged makeup on.
Yeah.
She got BBL. That's a specific man that's gonna be looking at a woman like that. And she got a bad BBL to make it so bad. Just no. Wow.
Having a husband and having a family, is that important to you?
Having a family is important to me. So ideally, that's why I'm pretty focused. I don't really waste my time on people that I feel like it won't be long term. I'm quick to cut somebody off, because I don't want to waste your time and I don't want to waste my time. So I know what I want. So I won't even let it get to the first date if we're not on the same page. I don't need to waste your money, waste your time.
Right.
That's how
I think women that, because you say you date these men, so I'm gonna put you in this category. Women who get to date men who make high salaries, it's like a gift and a curse. Because, like, I'll give an example. I met this young lady. I mean, gorgeous. She was freaking gorgeous. And when I was in Atlanta at iFest, there was a private dinner, and she was talking to me. She's like, I want to be in a relationship. She was 26. I mean, she was drop dead gorgeous. And she was saying she was currently dating a guy in France, and he flies her to France once a month. And I'm like, girlfriend, it is going to be so hard for a regular guy to date you, because you're used to people flying you to France, once a month. That's going to be crazy for a guy to say, I'm going to take you out to dinner. You're like, where? And
I will say, I don't compare men to other men. Just the same way.
She's a damn lie. Kendra actually spitting facts for once, and that girl's a damn lie.
I think it's unfair, and nobody can ever close that gap.
Do you compare it? But I'm talking about experience, not necessarily the men. So can you still?
Yeah, but see, that also depends on the person. If you are a person who discerns, if you are a person who has different priorities, because for me, if I have a pool of men, I have 5 different men, and one is rich, one is they all got money in some way, shape, or form. Not rich, but they all have a decent enough job or whatever. And one likes to fly me to France, and the other ones can't afford to fly me to France. I'm not really one of those people that say, oh, the guy that flies me to France, I'm not dealing with the rest of y'all. I'm just going to deal with the man who flies me to France. I would never do that, because that wouldn't impress me none.
Okay.
I want to be locked in with you on a cellular level. I want to be locked in with you.
Two things about this, HQ. That may be you. This girl has kind of already shown her hand more so to be more of a gold digger type.
Yeah.
So I don't think that would apply what you just said to her specifically. Maybe it applies to you. I'm not saying it don't, but I don't think that would apply to her. She's definitely going to compare men. And the only if she obtained a guy that could fly her out of the country once a month, she definitely gonna hold that guy at top spot. The only guy that would have a chance to compete with that guy one-on-one would be a guy that's a 9 out of 10 looks. Like I mentioned earlier, he got to be on the opposite end of the spectrum of what she wants.
Let's take this in. Let's take this one lesson in. If we don't take no more lessons, let's take this lesson. More doesn't always mean better. It just means more. More doesn't always mean better. More money doesn't always mean better. It just means more. That's it. If you live by that rule, you'll be much happier. More doesn't always mean better. It just means more. That's it. Okay. And a lot of people don't understand that. I'm not chasing no man who got money. I am not. I'd rather have a man treat me with respect, be considerate of my feelings, me be considerate of his. He treat me like a human being. I treat him like a human being, than to have a man who's snapping his finger telling me I need to get over there and get dressed, and I need to be in high heels and a tight dress, showing my ass off I all day and twice on Sunday. Okay. Because my dignity, my pride, and my pride won't let me do it. My pride just won't let me be an animal or a circus act for a man. It just won't let me be that. My ego won't let me do it. That's all.
Can you still be wowed by the experience? Because if you have this major experience from this man, it might not be the man, but if this man was able to give you a certain amount of experience, now it was dating, wasn't necessarily a relationship. Would it be settling for you for a man that can offer you the relationship, but maybe financially can't do the things that the guy that had the money could? Would that be settling to you?
No. I kind of, I come from humble beginnings. So if I met a man who was clear at 200,000, no extra, he can't go internationally as much as I do, then I will compromise. I think that's my biggest, positive, that I'm willing to compromise. If I need to move, if we can't go on a date this week because he needs to save or he needs to work, I'm willing to adjust. I feel like in today's dating world, when there are beautiful women everywhere, I don't compare myself to other people, because you can't. Just like there are many attractive women, a lot of women built like me. So I try to just adjust and go with the flow. I just need a man that's willing to communicate and let me know when I need to make adjustments.
Okay, fair enough. So you have some paid questions before I get to them. You don't have.
I mean, she seems normal, but it seems like it's off a little bit. Just a tad off. I don't know. Not bad, but she just seems a tad off. It's not a bad presentation. It's just I ain't mad at her. It's just the presentation, something is off with it. And
hey, HQ, I gotta call you out about something. You know what?
What you gotta call me out about?
You all women compare men, and I can give you a prime example. Remember, you created that dating profile, Kayanka, and you was on there. Yeah. You was comparing the men as you scroll through it. You was like, "Hey, I don't like these guys, or I like him."
Yeah, but the initial, I mean, we all that's what we all look at. We all look at the initial attraction.
For sure.
Can I be attracted to this person? Can I find? I mean, if just for example, all three men look the same, but one of them is 6 foot, one of them is 5'9", one of them is 5'2". Then the 5'2" makes $1 million. The 5'9" makes 100,000, and the over 6 foot one makes 75. The one that makes 75 over 6 foot look decent. That has the same look. I look at all those factors. I look at 3, 4, 5 different factors at a time.
So yeah. I believe you. I mean, it's
I take all of it
that's not a criticism, though. That's not a criticism. I want to be careful. Yeah. Yeah, because hey, I compare. Like either I find her attractive or I don't.
Yeah. See, that's how men look at women. That's how men look at the situation. Men look at that look, and then that's the initial attraction. She got to have that look. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
With women, you got to hit 3-4 different markers. It just can't be the look. It has to be maybe the look. Okay, I look at you. You sort of attractive. You're not the best looking guy, but let me go over there and talk to you. Oh, he funny, but he don't look as good as that guy.
I'll say this though, but HQ on that note, before we start this, let me ask you this then, since you say that.
Yeah.
If a guy is a 9 out of 10 to a woman, and his personality is a 9 out of 10 to a woman, let's just say he makes average income. So if he's a black guy,
about 65.
Hold on. If he's a black guy, he only makes, we're gonna say $45,000 a year. Okay, he's a 9 out of 10 looks, and he got personality and swagger for days. He's just not higher. Oh, and he's not ambitious.
Right.
He ain't got too much else going on for himself. How far do you think that guy will go on the dating front?
He would probably go decently. He would probably go.
He gonna go really far.
But see, I would deal with him because I would deal with him because I wouldn't worry about his money. Okay, he treats me nice. I feel comfortable with him. I feel attracted with him, but he only make 45K. Okay, boom. I make over 100K. My money can make the difference. I don't care.
Right. And I like that honesty. Most girls think that. They just won't own it though. But I respect that you own it though.
Oh yeah, in a heartbeat. Because I don't want to wake up every morning and I wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning and you ain't there. Where the fuck you at?
Yeah.
You know, you out in the middle of the street. You doing some thing.
Yep.
Also, I don't want to wake up every morning. I got to worry about whether I get punched in the face.
Yeah.
So now I know this guy ain't gonna punch me in the face. I know he don't have a temper. I know he a decent person. He treat me with respect. He's a decent guy. He ain't and he make only 45. Okay, well I can work with that because I make over 100.
Yeah.
You know, I just know certain things he ain't gonna be able to handle, and I got to handle those things.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Okay. But like Project Leroy said, and I agree with him, most women would do that.
Yeah.
But none of them will admit it. I respect you for owning that though.
Oh, hell
none will admit it though, but most would do that.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Because you really, when it comes down to it, you really want to be appreciated. You really want to be appreciated for your personality and not necessarily how much money you bring to the table.
Yeah.
You're a decent enough human being and you're funny and you're willing to be open to certain things. You're willing to be open to, I like to wear wigs and lashes.
Yeah.
You open to that? Does that turn you off? You don't care? Do you mind whether I make more money than you? And you don't care. It depends. It just depends. People want to be accepted for who they are and what they are. That's the first thing that people want. Is not be wanted for their money, not be wanted just for my body, not be wanted just for, it just depends.
Yeah. I know they think like that just from my experience. I seeing women and how they move. And also, even if you just watch them TikToks, they'll be having the conversations amongst themselves, and they'd be like, I just met one of the handsomest men ever, but he only makes 45K. Like, what am I going to do? And the women be in the comments like, send him my way.
Like, damn. I mean, so when women get on here and say, I need him to make 200K, I need him to make 100K.
Yeah.
She'll compromise for that money. She'll compromise for that money if that man is treating her right, doing the right thing, a great guy, blah, 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 halfway decent looking. She'll deal with him. She'll deal with him. So, but I mean, certain things I'm just too tall to deal with somebody that's 5'2". I just ain't gonna do that.
What would, okay, let's say you taller than the guy. What exactly is he less of a man though? Because you're taller.
Oh, not absolutely not.
Yeah, like he could still rough. I say this respectfully. He could still rough that Kudakata up now. Come on.
Yeah, now. But I still now look. You know damn well the big woman standing next to that to a shorter man. She looked like a freaking monster.
Hey, I'm gonna say this, and I know I'm the wrong guy to be saying this, HQ, because I'm 6'4". I'm the wrong guy to be saying this, but I ain't gonna lie. Like, it's a couple women, it's a few women in the WNBA. They taller than me, especially when they put on heels. Right. They definitely get roughed up.
Right. Yeah, but see, you're tall and they're tall, so you don't mind that difference of height because they know that they know that most men are not as tall as them. But a woman, for me. There's plenty of men that are taller than me, and I'm 5'9". There's plenty of men taller than me, so it's not that difficult. But a woman that's way higher, that's taller than you, your height, oh shoot, she'll take a 6'4" and she's 6'6". Hell yeah, and he will too.
All right, I'll let you rock with it, HQ.
This our next lady, our last lady. Let's go.
No kids, never married. What kind of? Hello, you ready?
Hey, Kendra. Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. Are you on a bus?
Yeah.
Where are you going?
I'm going home from work.
Oh, you want a man with a car then, I think.
Yeah, my car's in the stop.
Okay, she need a man with a car. She on the bus. We got to find her a man with a car. What's your name, baby?
My name's Brittany.
Brittany?
Chester, right outside of Philly.
What you want me to call you?
Brittany.
Brittany. You live in Philly, you said?
Chester, right outside of Philly.
Chester, Pennsylvania. How old are you?
34.
34. What you do for a living?
I work at Walmart.
Okay. You have any kids?
No kids.
No kids. Ever been married?
Never been married.
Okay. What's your?
See, here's my thing with this right here, and I'm not trying to be ignorant of nothing else. She don't have no kids. She's on a bus. She work at Walmart.
Yeah.
What?
You know, I think I remember seeing this. She isn't a bad looking girl, but I think she got up and started twerking on the bus or something, and it was wild. Go ahead, let this one ride.
Like what?
Yeah, let this one ride for the laugh.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, but look at the factors that look what I just read off.
Yeah.
Single, no kids, on a bus, car in the shop. She work at Walmart.
Yeah. You know something, HQ? I want to say this too.
What?
I think we've been blessed to be able to say we've made in excess of $100,000. And I mean, that's you, me, Black America, Jay Tillman, everybody that comes up here, you know?
Right.
It's really, really a blessing. The reality is most Black people, and especially Black women, will never make that. Not even one time in a year. Yeah. So, you know, it's funny. I don't want to get too far off the topic because I remember Jason Black was talking about that. I just watched his Patreon from over the weekend. I missed it live. I would have called in and debated him a little bit.
I actually was there. I actually listened to him live. I sure did.
You did? Yeah.
I thought about calling in, but I was like, oh, no, let me calm down.
Yeah. It's a few things I want to debate him on because some stuff he mentioned I am kind of an expert on, especially when it comes to cars and motorcycles. And he talk about cars a lot. Yeah. But in reference to what he was making, because he was a former car dealer and so was I. So in reference to what he was saying, the problem is I get what he's saying. He's like, that's bargain pimping or whatever, or bargain budgeting on trying to get the older exotics and all that. I get him, but the reality is that's a broke man's fantasy. A 06, 07 Bentley GT, that's a broke man's fantasy. Most guys, they only might make 40, 50, 60,000. Then later in their career, maybe they make 80. So at that point, they done finally got the kids out of the house. He 50 years old. He got his old lady. He want that 08 Bentley. That's $40,000. Right. That's his dream car. That's all he can get. He only make 80.
He's
gonna get.
He has an opinion. He definitely has an opinion over there. I mean, I didn't. There wasn't too much that I disagreed with. So I wouldn't call. I don't like calling shit. I wouldn't have did that no way. But it wasn't too much that I disagreed with. I mean, I like his voice. I like the way he speaks. You know, the way he's very confident with it. I get all of that. Yeah. I mean, it wasn't too many things that he said wrong. You know, as far but I haven't listened to all his content, so I don't know.
Yeah, I agree with 95% of the things he say, maybe more. There's a few things I would have a little contention with, but most of the stuff he said. Hey, Erica, why you don't want her to call in?
No.
Erica,
hey, you ain't got no. I ain't calling in and get roasted. I know I get roasted. I already know, so I ain't calling. No, hell no, I wouldn't call. Yeah. Unless I was agreeing with him, unless I wanted to call up and give him a compliment and then say, hey, I think this is great, amazing, keep going. But he don't want that. He wants controversy. So I wouldn't.
Right. He got difference of opinion. He liked the new luxury cars and exotics and stuff. I like a lot of vintage stuff. Right. So it's a personal opinion, but I'll let you go ahead and hit the video. Go ahead.
Yeah. So no, I said to her, this young lady, she's 20-something. She on the bus, her car in the shop, and she work at Walmart. Tell me, ain't there there's four things that's wrong with that right there?
It's majorly wrong because, in my opinion, I would say this girl is too young and looks too good to be doing any of that. But when you don't know how to act, this is what you're gonna be left with.
Let's see.
Yep.
Zodiac sign.
Leo.
All right. We got Brittany. She lives in Chester, PA. 34, Leo, works at Walmart.
She's 34. Damn.
No kids, never married. What kind of man you looking for, Brittany?
I'm just looking for a good man, like kind of like Justin. That was before I saw in the comments they were trying to call him gay. No, that's a real man.
Oh, you want Justin? Ooh, Justin, she wants you.
No, but just a loyal man, someone that I could trust. A provider. Like I said, I work. I'm a worker, so I do what I gotta do to help out. But I would prefer to be a housewife. But you need me to work, I'll work.
Okay. So she doesn't mind working, but she prefers to be a housewife. So you want to get married and stay at home?
Yep.
Okay. What else?
I guess that's it.
That's it. All right. What are your deal breakers?
Liars, cheaters, dirty people.
Dirty
people? I can't stand someone that don't clean up after themselves.
That doesn't work.
Yeah, but see, you want to be a housewife, so that's what you would be doing, right? Wouldn't you be cleaning up after folks? You'd be cleaning up after everybody in that house, right? I just can't get past this. She's on a bus, 34, car in the shop, and she worked at Walmart. What the fuck is wrong with that whole combination?
She got them weed lips. Yeah, I agree. G Honda, this is probably a weed bay for sure.
Yeah. See what?
Yeah.
Maybe an addiction, maybe.
Yeah, she's a weed head. She's probably more of a stoner / slacker.
I mean,
and that's why she's in that position. I had a fine chick that was cuter than her a long time ago. That was similar to that. And I don't use any dope. I don't even really drink like that. But she was fine though, like fine, like a good solid 8.
Head, though.
Yeah, but she was a weed head, so I had to get rid of her.
I got you.
She was a slacker too.
Let's see.
Okay. No dirty man.
Weed, not the people who smoke weed, that's slackers. That's not what we're saying. We ain't said that.
I guess that's it too. I'm just an easy person to deal with. So like as long as you're easy to deal with, you don't got no baggage. I go to therapy myself. I heard that
you go to therapy. Why would you be going to therapy?
Justin say he go to therapy.
Oh, you
really
like Justin? This is the second Justin shout out you gave. Did you DM him?
No, I just came straight on here.
Yeah, he's gonna be on the dating app. His name is gonna be Justin Bra on the dating app. So Justin, she already ready to like your picture. So make sure you go to the app. Okay, so you want a man like Justin? Did I ask you if the guy gotta make a certain amount of money?
No, but no.
He doesn't. Okay. Now I know you calling us from the bus, but you gotta do the Kendrick in.
Okay.
So ask somebody to hold the phone for you and stand up quick. I don't want you to get in trouble.
Okay. Excuse me. Can you hold the phone?
This is a whole bad look. A whole bad look. Everything about her looks bad. She may be a nice looking girl. She may be a nice girl, but this is a bad
She
look.
can see my
Doing
body.
the Kendrick cam on the bus. We're gonna find us a man. Wait, okay. You too fine to be on the bus. What? On the bus, girl?
Let's
What in the
go.
world,
Let's
child?
go.
Are you on the
Oh,
bus?
Take it one time for a real one, baby girl. Go ahead. Drop
Who's
it
the
down
person that
low
held
for a real
the
one.
phone for you? Who's the person that held the phone for you? Child, you done had. The guy held the phone with you?
No, girl.
Oh, I'm about to say, you twerking? He with his girl.
Sorry.
she's sorry. You don't know that you don't know that's inappropriate? Wow. You didn't know that was inappropriate? You just bang you.
Yeah. All right. I see what we're doing. All right, Brittany, when was your last relationship?
It ended in December.
December. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
Yeah, but here's my thing. How did your life get so waylaid? How did your life get so waylaid that you on a bus, your car? I get it. Some of us out here don't make a lot of money. I don't want to be elitist here. Some of us don't make a lot of money.
Right. Go ahead, HQ. I was just saying this too.
I mean, I get all that, but damn, it's just you. You can't manage a credit card to get your shit fixed. You can't manage. You at Walmart. Okay, first of all, you at Walmart. I know you ain't making that no more than maybe $15, $20 an hour. I get that. That's maybe like bring home $500 a week. But that should be you should be able to afford a credit card to be able to get your car out to shop and do what you got to do. You should never be on no damn bus and you're a single woman and you got a decent enough body. You ain't no way. I'd be on no damn bus. Ain't no way.
December.
I almost had a fit when I had to take the Uber two times about a couple years ago.
3 flaws you have to work on.
I did not go to Walmart dressed like that. I had different clothes on. Clearly, I can't wear this at Walmart. It's hot outside. I just have to start. What was your question?
I said, I don't even know you because somebody else got my own damn question. I think I asked you, what was the last time you was your last relationship?
Oh, yeah, we said December.
And last time you was intimate with somebody, you don't have to answer.
December.
3 flaws you have to work on.
Procrastination, being late.
She's 34 years old. She's 34. You see what's wrong? If she was 22, I'd be like, oh, okay, yeah, she's 22, Walmart, car in the shop. I get all that.
Yeah, and what you just said is why I had a problem with my slacker.
Right.
My slacker chick was 28,
right.
And I was like, yo ass, because she was like an assistant manager or something at like a fast food place.
Right.
And she was 28. And I'm like, baby girl, like, what are you going to do with yourself?
I mean, because if you look at it like this, you are 24, 34 years old. You still got about 40, 50 years on this planet. You going to be working at Walmart in 40, 50 years? Get your money up early. See, I look at people. I judge you. I don't care. I judge you by the choices that you make in your 20s. Do you make decent enough choices to set yourself up for later years when blah, blah, blah. She's 34 years old. She made a choice to go to Walmart. Is she in school? Are you in medical school? Then I can understand that if you came up and said, okay, I'm in medical school, blah, blah, blah. And when I get out of medical school, I'm straight. But that ain't what she said. She happy to be at Walmart. She looked like she's a weed head. She's 34. She's on a bus. Life choices have fucked her up. Bad.
I agree. I agree, HQ.
So now you're on the bus with your car in the shop. Can't pay for your car. Apparently, you can't pay for it that day or that week to get it fixed. You on the bus because you had to have figured it. You had to have planned to get on the bus, making plans to stay on the bus for a minute because you can't fix your car. There's choices that have been made all the way down the line that have been wrong for a woman who don't have kids.
You're right. You're right.
You
You're
see
right,
what I'm
HQ. And I respect what you're saying. You're coming at it from a mother's standpoint.
I'm coming from it from a mother's point of view. I'd be like, what the fuck are you doing? What the fuck are you doing? Okay,
Yeah.
You work at Walmart, dear child, because I got a child this age.
Yeah.
You work at Walmart. Fuck are you doing? Why you ain't in school? Why you ain't thought about going back to school? Because you're not ambitious enough to make enough. Look, if you know that you poor at 34, your life choices have been fucked up. And you're 34. You should, I want a husband. Then you should prioritize that you want to get married. You should the body should be good. You shouldn't be twerking on camera. Your lips shouldn't be brown. You shouldn't be on a fucking bus. Make it make sense. I'm just saying.
Right. No, I get what you're saying. You're 100% right, HQ.
Figure out your choices. At this age, you should know your choices. I want to be a wife. Okay, what do I need to be a wife? I know I need to be fit. I am fit. I know I ain't supposed to be twerking on a bus. I know I ain't supposed to be on no fucking bus. I know I'm supposed to be more responsible with my money. I need to be going to places where there are men that I can meet that can be a husband.
Right.
These are choices that she's making that are wrong, and she's 34.
Probably gonna get fired.
I was 34 and I had like 4 kids already.
Right. I know you was married.
And I guess since I've been in therapy, I've been working on.
Oh shit! She going off the rail. What the hell she means? She been in therapy. Okay.
Snapping. I guess it's like a Leo thing. You kind of snap back quick. I've been working on that. That's why I haven't responded to most of these comments. I only responded to one. So I guess that'll be the third one.
She's crying on a dating show. Triple X, she crying on a dating show. Because of the choices that she has made. You really fucked up if you crying on Kendra G's show.
This girl, this is head case Bay. She got more issues than Sports Illustrated. So you got a lot of stuff going on with her. A cute girl like that, she should have been off the market 7-8 years ago.
Off the market for real. And she ain't got a bad body. She seemed like a decent personality, but she's a head case. There you go.
Okay. And why would a guy be lucky to be with you, Brittany?
Because I'm loyal.
Okay.
I don't have no kids, so you don't have to deal with that. I want kids, though. I'm a hard worker. I'm a listener. I'm going to be there for whoever wants to be with me. My last relationship was for 15 years. The only reason why we broke up is because he started doing drugs, so I had to let him go.
Well, what happened now? You were with your man for 15 years?
Mm-hmm.
And you broke up because he was selling drugs?
He started doing drugs.
Oh, he started doing drugs. Got you. Okay.
So I tried to help him out, but, you know.
I understand. Okay, you gotta let it go. All right, and I got it. Why would a man be lucky to be with you?
Oh, that's what I was just answering.
Oh, you answered that question. Okay. So, Brittany, a couple things. You're 34. What's the age range you want to date?
Probably like 30 to like 45.
Okay. And should he be in Chester, PA?
He doesn't have to be.
Doesn't have to be.
Trying to move.
Or trying to move. Could he have kids?
No more Him too.
No more than 2. And you want kids yourself, right?
Yeah.
All right, Brittany, are you on there?
Yeah, well, we figured out what was going on. She's a little bit of a head case, which may not be a bad thing. We don't know. Maybe she taking medication. We don't know. But she is in therapy, which would give me the red flag because I look at people. Can you cope out here? Can you cope out here in the world? With things that are going on. And I look at people who get help, know they need help. I look at those kind of things too. So, but she's 34, Walmart, on the bus, goofy, twerking, crying. Yeah. Not a coffee date girl. But then again, she could probably get a guy that takes her in, takes her by the hand and say, we finna do X, Y, and Z. And then you're going to go along with my program as long as I don't beat you, call you names, and blah, blah, blah.
I would say, HQ, the problem is probably many men have already tried to do that with this girl. Looking at her, she's a cute girl. She in shape. She's cute. And she's already 34. So I think men have probably been trying to do that the better part of the last 10 years with this girl. She's probably very combative and doesn't want to listen. She strikes me as the type of girl, and I'm cool with a chick now that kind of resemble her, not too different, but she got a couple kids. We just cool. She's the type of chick where you'll tell her something and she won't say no to it, but she won't actually do it. And so this strikes me as that type of chick.
Okay.
Yeah. And guess what?
She seems headstrong, you mean?
Yeah. She's very headstrong, but she's more in a silent, deceptive way. That's what a lot of people don't realize. Just because somebody ain't going to argue back and forth don't mean they're going to do it.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's because I'm not arguing back and forth. I don't want to be combative in any way. I'm not going to be combative in any way. I'm just going to go along with what I want to do, and you just going to be mad, or you just going to
Exactly. Because the HQ, like, I'm not debating you about dating a 6'5", 6 guy. She's like, I ain't going.
I just don't. I have never been one of those people that are combative. If you raging at me, you raging at me, I'm gonna go completely silent on your ass, and then you're gonna be like, why you ain't saying nothing? I'm gonna be, I don't have nothing to say, and I'm gonna walk out the room, and then I'm gonna leave until you done calm down. But I'm not gonna get you to the point where we gonna argue like that. I just ain't gonna do it, because I'll be right back. When you calm down, I calm down, I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Argue about this. We're not gonna have an argument about this. Gaslighting room is open. I ain't trying to gaslight nobody, freak. I ain't trying to.
She done fired the gaslighting stove up.
No,
I'm gonna have to cut that pilot light out. Stop it, HQ.
Why everybody think I'm combative? The way I talk to you all like this is the way I always talk.
HQ. You like to say things to get a rise out of men.
Yeah, but that's okay. It ain't the person that I'm sleeping with, so it's cool.
Yeah, you definitely right, and I get it. Look, I'm not mad. You entitled to have your thoughts and stuff on that.
Y'all think I'm combative?
K. Arthur, you definitely combative, baby. You definitely combative, respectfully.
Wait a minute, hold on. When I think of combative, I think of a rah person.
It ain't gotta be that way. It gotta be that way. Think about somebody like, and I say this respectfully.
But I like to argue, but not in a deconstructed, not in a bad way. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I don't like you, motherfucker. I'm not like that.
I get it. Yeah.
I'm more of, well, present your argument and I'm gonna present mine. Let's present our arguments. Let's do this. That type person. I'm not. I don't want to be like you a motherfucker, and I'm not gonna talk to you and blah.
Yeah, hey, Project Leroy said you competitive against logic and reasoning. Hey, Project, you a fool, man.
I know, right? You wrong as hell.
That's funny as hell. That's funny as hell.
But that's okay. That's the beauty. That's the beauty of these panels where you hear some goofy shit and you be like, Call me out. Hey, look, you fucked up. HQ, you really fucked up, and they'll like it. I don't get mad.
Right. I get it. Like it's trolling to a degree. Like when Tyranny came up here, like every guy ever came up here is ugly. It's like I'm not even gonna argue that. It's like, what do you want me to say to this girl? Like, baby girl.
Right.
Like, and I'm not about to say nothing about her now or nothing. I'm just saying it's like.
But see, you enjoy it. See, life has gotta be with some combativeness. It's gotta be, but I don't want to fight with people. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be like, you a mother, da, 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 da. You know how some people get on there and they be like,
I get it. I get it. Yeah. No, I get that, but I look at it like this.
Sometimes I love to see y'all head explode when I say shit. So, you know.
Right. I understand because I done seen some stuff and it's just like, all right, now come on, HQ. This is crazy. This is crazy. You made a video. Wait a minute. I'm gonna tell you the biggest troll stuff you did that was super funny.
What?
Back when Cooking with Kaya first came out, you made a video and you was in the video talking about she was ugly and all of this. I was looking like, what is, man? Get out of here, man. Her sex appeal was a big part of her popularity. So for her to be ugly was ridiculous.
Wait a minute. I did that video because I was trying to help.
Oh, no. You was definitely trolling. You was 100% trolling. Like, go rewatch that video, HQ. I watched it like 5 times. Like,
I'm gonna go back and look at it.
I'm like, she gotta be trolling, man. Cause I'm like, a big part of this girl popularity is her sex appeal.
And that's why I was trying to downplay it. I was trying to downplay it. But
yeah,
she's a beautiful girl. I give it to her. She's beautiful. I ain't gonna take nothing away.
She definitely ain't ugly.
Wait a minute, hold on.
10 or nothing.
Something happened to her. Didn't something happen to her?
Yeah, some stuff happened with her recently. Yeah.
I mean, I saw it come over timeline, and I was like, "What the hell happened to the little girl?"
Yeah.
I mean, did she get canceled? I mean,
no. What? Long story short, she had her little guy or whatever, but she's smelling herself because she didn't get a little popularity. Probably famous guys shooting at her in the DM and stuff.
Right.
She went out to that streamer university, and she's getting a lot of attention out there. She got the freak dancing on some other guys and women. And the boyfriend didn't like it, and I think they done broke it off or something. But yeah, man, that's just what happened, man. Like, you know, a girl like that, I would already know. If I was with a girl and I was dating her and she got that new level of fame, especially a young girl like that.
Right.
Hey, you should already know what was coming. In fact, I would have probably got ahead of that.
Yeah.
I would have got ahead of it because I would have knew it was coming.
Yeah, hell yeah. You would. I mean, as her man, you should have got ahead of it before she got what she got, and then now her head is big, and then now people coming for her right now. At least that's my understanding. People are coming for her right now, and she didn't do nothing but make a cooking show. What's wrong with y'all? What's mad? Don't be mad. I'll be like, don't be mad, boyfriend. Don't be mad.
Are you
finish her
on the Kendrick was dating app?
Hey, HQ, I gotta get ready to roll, baby.
Okay. Then give me your final thought right now.
Okay. Yeah. Hey, great show. I enjoyed it. I gotta roll. I appreciate you. Thanks for having me up, and next time.
Okay. Thank
all
you.
Right.
Thank you.
Okay. All right.
Downloaded, but I didn't finish all the.
You gotta put your profile now. I'm quite sure Brittany is taken. So what do you want your profile name to be?
I know I'm definitely gonna do Sunshine with a Y.
Sunshine with a Y?
Mm-hmm.
So it'll be Sunshine with a Y. You want to make it Sunshine with a Y 315?
Yep. That's my name.
So her name will be in the name area. Put Sunshine with a Y. That's how they'll find you because you can search by name.
Right.
So Sunshine with a Y 315 on the Kendra G Singles dating app. Go make your profile so the fellas can find you now.
I will. I'll do it right now.
Okay.
And she ain't a bad lady. She's not a bad young lady. But the problem is, she has too many things going on. Don't have a decent enough car. She on a bus. There's danger there. She's too casual with her life. She's at Walmart. She apparently ain't making enough money. Walmart ain't enough money to pay for no car. She living paycheck to paycheck. She looking for somebody to take care of her. She looking for a provider. Is she willing to do what she needs to do to be a provider? I'm telling you right now, not a lot of men who got a lot of money and who want to take care of a woman is dealing with a woman who is a weed smoker. Like on that level, because you have to think, one person making 50,000, he's not making enough money to take care of her. So the guy she looking for to be able to stay at home is making at least 75, 80K, right? You got to come up to his level. I really believe men don't want to deal with no woman that at least don't have a half a brain. She don't have half a brain. You got to have some kind of brain in order to entertain another human being. You got to have something else going on the ball. You can't just be riding the boat. You riding the bus. What are you doing? Are you writing your resume? Are you looking for jobs on the bus? Are you putting out applications on the bus? Are you looking to make more money on the bus? The best job you can get was a Walmart job. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with Walmart. If you have something else on the side going along with the Walmart, I'm going along with the Walmart, but I'm working here, and then I will have my real estate license. I'm working here, but then I'm studying to be a nurse. I'm working here, but I'm getting my real estate, whatever. She didn't say that. So I'm saying mentally, maybe she ain't got it all. Then she is in therapy. Why are you in therapy? You don't have no kid. You don't have no husband. I don't know. That's past trauma to me. So there's issues that are going on. Did you all hit the like button? Do you all hit the like button, the like button, the like button? Okay. I need you to hit the like button going out the door, in the door. I thank y'all for showing up. Tomorrow we have our marriage letters series. I'll probably be live later on tonight, or maybe some TikTok. Somebody told me I have to do more. What are those damn TikTok thing? Not TikTok thing, but you know them short videos. I got to do the short video thing. So that's what I'll probably be dropping later on tonight. It's some more short videos. You know, them 3-minute thing, whatever the hell they call. Do some more of those. Maybe a story time. Who knows? Reaction video. But you know, I am going to do that. And I thank y'all for showing up. I thank you for showing up. Thank you. Put the notification bell on. You need the notification bell on to be notified that that a new video dropped. Please put the notifications on. Please and thank you. That way you can show up, give me a like, hit the door, all that good stuff. You came late. Thank you, Saeed. Thank you for showing up late. I appreciate you. Yes, I do. I appreciate you.